500 subscribers video! Hey guys, Crash Thompson here. Jesus, what the hell was that? So, yeah, 500 subs. Holy cow, thanks again, guys. It's so appreciated. I love, reading the feedback you guys leave and seeing you guys spread the word about the channel, your likes, your favorites. Everything has just been so awesome, and I just wanted to say thank you for all that you've done over the past few months, years now, I guess. And I also wanted to say thank you for your continued patience while I continue to work on the Hurley episode. Oh, come on! I've been really busy! So, yeah, regarding the Hurley episode, forgive me if I've been a little pokey as far as that one's concerned, but I just haven't had the time to really set aside to devote to it. The past few months have been crazy for me, but my schedule is starting to free up a little, so hopefully I should get that started very, very soon, and I'm hoping to at least get that one out bare minimum by the end of the summer, but it should be sooner than that. So this episode won't be nearly as exhaustive as Ratitude, because Ratitude had it coming. But production on the Hurley episode will be starting very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. I'll also be releasing a few quickies in the meantime too, so there should still be plenty of stuff to see on the channel while I'm grinding that out, so things won't go too dark. At least I hope. Seriously guys, my schedule sucks this summer. But in the meantime, what better way to say thanks for 500 subs than to review the one thing that everyone has been requesting me to do for the past at least 6 months. I've gotten so many requests for this, and I'm finally gonna review it. And that thing that we are finally going to talk about is an unreleased live bootleg. Can't help but wonder if that's entirely fair. Or legal, for that matter. But for 500 subs, I'll do it. The only real problem is that, well, I don't really review single tracks. Well, not in this format anyway, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have to borrow a little bit of inspiration for this one. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the Weezer guys were actually watching my reviews. I mean, for the past 9 years or so, Weezer have been doing virtually everything in their power to screw up their sound and alienate their fan base as much as humanly possible. They've released lazy albums, weird albums. They've even gone as far as to just give us all the middle finger. And with the new album looming over the horizon, we all have very, very valid reason to be afraid. Or that's what I would have said 8 or 9 months ago when we first heard that a new album was probably going to happen. The weird thing is, though, in the past months since we heard about the initial announcement, we've received a fairly steady stream of weirdly positive news. Such as Rick Ocasek coming back to produce. That's good news. And there aren't going to be any professional songwriters or other musicians in the studio writing lyrics or anything. That's even better news. And judging by the little song snippets we've seen from those interesting little videos from their YouTube channel, it sounds like this may actually be a return to form for them. Granted, we've already heard that one before, but still, things are looking oddly positive. They even released the album's cover image earlier last week, and
well, hey, it's not half bad either. Well, it kind of looks like one of those monsters from Shadow of the Colossus, only, well, cute. Certainly tops our last cover, I can say that much.
Oh, spoiler alert.
The thing is, though, these tiny little morsels of info are really all we have at present. The album doesn't even have a single yet, or even so much as an official track list.
Hell, even this song isn't really much to go off of. I mean, it's still technically in its bootleg stage. There's no guarantee it'll even be on the album.
The only reason any of us even know this song exists is because the band actually debuted it live in February on the Weezer cruise.
Which, as ridiculous as that very concept sounds, from what I've heard from people who were actually on the boat, it apparently was a pretty fun trip. But yeah, somebody was able to capture some live footage, and they uploaded it to YouTube, thankfully. So, here we are.
But regardless of that, this random little song does give us the smallest hint of what we could possibly expect on Everything Will Be Alright in the end.
And allow me to be the first to say that what we can expect on this new album, is...
Yeah, even I have to admit, I kinda dig what I'm hearing here. The song opens strong with that nice opening lick from Rivers, and Pat Wilson is keeping a steady, if not terribly flashy beat. But the chorus is catchy, and the low end is as serviceable as it always is. And Rivers soloing...
God, it is so good to hear him doing that again. It really is.
I mean, it is an insanely simple song. I mean, apart from the riffing and soloing, the song is basically just two power chords.
G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp. That's the whole song. More or less.
But unlike other two-chord disasters like Peace and Troublemaker, there's a decent amount of energy and a good sense of rhythm to help keep the song afloat. The other instruments seem to complement each other well, and Rivers' vocal pacing and delivery help bring out the necessary punch to help keep the song vibrant.
See, you actually can pull off a two-chord song. You just have to sound like you give a shit, you know? You have to put energy and vitality into it. Put some weight behind the lyrics. Sound like you spent more than 5 goddamn minutes writing and recording it. Give a shit, and the song will sound good. I mean, even for its simplicity, I can still get behind this song because it's punchy. I like punchy. I can do punchy.
But the music isn't really what has stood out for most people on this particular track. I mean, it's okay, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of your standard goodish sounding Weezer song.
Though in all fairness, it has been a really long time since we had one of those. But no, it's not really the music that most people are talking about with this song. No, this song is getting a lot of buzz because of the lyrics. Now, you'll have to forgive me on this. I have done my best to cull what I can from the audio itself, but an official lyrics sheet hasn't actually been released, and I scoured the internet and could only find bits and pieces, so I'm doing the best with what I've got, so forgive me if I miss a thing or two here. I don't know, feel free to make fun of me once the official sheet comes out, I guess. But, yeah, the lyrics. How can I put this? Well, remember when I said that it sounded like Weezer had actually been watching my series?
Maybe I should play the lead guitar and Pat should play the drums.
No fucking shit!
Yeah, okay, I totally get why so many people wanted me to review this song. The lyrics are basically an apology note for the past 8 or 9 years. It's Weezer coming to terms with what they've become and realizing that they've strayed from their roots.
It's basically everything I've been trying to say with the Rise and Fall of Weezer series, summed up in 2 verses and a chorus. Basically, it's just the band finally admitting that somewhere along the line, they really lost their way.
Hell, I feel like I've been writing this particular song for the past year and a half now. God, has it really been that long?
Wow, I really need to get off my ass and finish this thing, don't I?
But hell, pretty much any Weezer fan could have written this song for them. I'd say almost every one of us out there probably feels like the glory days have long since passed, at least in some capacity. I mean, even if you've been diehard since day one, I don't think anyone is gonna flat out tell me that Hurley was the best thing they ever released.
Oh, god damn, I really gotta cut it out with the spoilers.
And personally, I love that I'm hearing this. I mean, how could I not? You guys remember how hard I railed on Pat Wilson for the drums on Ratitude?
Do your fucking job, man!
And not only do they acknowledge their lesser moments on this song, they actually seem to want to fix their mistakes. I mean, listen to the chorus.
I have wanted to rock out like it's 94 for at least the past 10 years. Wait, 94? That can't possibly be right, can it? Oh my god, the Blue Album has been out for 20 years. Oh, I feel old as fuck.
But yeah, I like the direction the lyrics have taken here. It's not often you hear a band full out admit their faults as a group on one of their very own songs. I'm having trouble thinking of too many other bands that have actually had the balls to do this. No Effects, I know of one song. Primus probably has a song like that. Maybe Frank Zappa. I don't know. But it takes balls to write a song like this and release it to the public, especially in today's market where there are any number of opinionated pricks on the internet that'll absolutely savage it to pieces.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, alright. Maybe these lyrics are a touch on the nose, but I don't know, they don't bother me. Most Weezer lyrics tend to be pretty frank, so it doesn't sound out of place or anything. Plus, I'm totally willing to forgive any awkwardness or anything, because this song possesses something that I have not heard in a Weezer song in the longest bloody time. Sincerity.
They aren't whiny and self-pitying like Make Believe. They aren't weird or nonsensical like the Red Album. They aren't written by complete sniveling assholes like Ratitude. They aren't... Nope.
Can't get into that one yet.
They feel like a genuine reflection of what the band is currently going through. They feel wholeheartedly earnest. They're not exactly Hallelujah, Don't Stop Believin', or Spirit of Radio or anything, but these lyrics don't feel pretentious or forced. For a change.
I mean, it's still way too early to tell at this point. This song could easily get fucked over in the production or editing stages once it does hit the studio, if it hits the studio. But just judging on what we have right now, I'm kind of impressed.
This could actually be a pretty decent track once they get around to recording it, and if this is an indicator of what the rest of the album is going to sound like, we might just have a competent piece of work on our hands.
As long as they don't, fuck it up. I'm not even 100% sure how they would, apart from, just coding everything in fake dubstep or something. Well, that pretty much sums up my opinions, guys. Let's just say I'm cautiously optimistic that maybe everything will be alright in the end. I'm Crash in the Shadows, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna go rock out like it's 94.
Take me back to the shack, back to stack with the lightning strap.